on my first day of school, campus felt so overwhelmingly large that I just didn't know what to do with myself. But then
one of my friends was like, hey, there's a place on campus that we all hang out at called Hillel. You should come. And I went, okay.
So I walk in and I'm like so worried. I don't know like anybody there. And everyone is so friendly.
They had an event in a large public space. That's where I got to meet a few of the people. And then later that night, there was an event happening at the Hillel house that was there.
And it was so much fun. We were immediately welcomed by the staff and by other students who were just so eager to meet new faces.
And what really made me stay was the people that were around. They didn't just say they cared about you, they actively cared about you, and they showed that. And so knowing that I had an experience like that and feeling as welcomed as I did, it reminded me that I had a space on campus.
Hillel of Greater Toronto was the organization that predated Hillel Ontario. It was 3 universities in Toronto, but it wasn't reaching a broader demographic of the Jewish community that it could find on campus.
We all had to accept that Jewish students were no longer staying in Toronto. They were going to school all over the province. In order to meet their needs, we had to adapt and become a much larger, more sophisticated organization.
All of a sudden, you had 6 provincial Hillels at 6 other universities, and the 3 Hillels at Hillel of Greater Toronto all coming together under one umbrella organization that then became Hillel Ontario.
Hillel Ontario holds a very special place within the global Hillel movement. It is one of our largest Hillel networks, serving more than 14,000 Jewish students and working across not only 9 campuses, but really any place in Ontario where Hillel Ontario can find and serve Jewish students.
Most of our students are between the ages of 18 and 22. And for most people, that point in life is complicated and difficult and full of so many choices that have long-term impacts.
It is our one opportunity where we as a community can work to strengthen Jewish identity, to empower students as leaders, and to really shape the future generation of our community, having them all in one place at one time.
Services that we're offering, the supports that we are giving, and the opportunities for students has never been more important and never been more valuable.
When a student walks into a Hillel Ontario space, I want them to feel like they're at home.
It's just a loving, warm, Jewish place for Jewish students to feel comfortable.
I want them to feel like they belong, that they want to come back, that this is a community that's valuable to them, that's valuable for them to contribute to, and it's valuable for them to be a part of.
After October 7th, there was definitely a rise of anti-Semitism.
I was really scared to tell people I was Jewish and scared to talk about it.
A lot of students have felt like they can't even ask questions about Israel or explore the topic.
It's so hard to describe what those moments were like, not just for the Jewish people as a whole, but what it was like to be on campus at that moment.
We needed to show up for our students immediately, and we haven't stopped.
We've really shifted to meet students' needs. Some students want something a little bit more ceremonial, a little bit more focused within their community. Some students just want a place where they can kind of turn off their brain from all of this.
There was a lot of mental health support available. The staff were constantly checking in on you, even if you didn't reach out necessarily, they would reach out and make that first step.
We as staff, we are going to meet so many students who have different ideas of how they want to be activists, and the best thing that we can do is meet them halfway right where they're at and support them in doing that.
There's a space for students who want to do more behind the scenes work, who want to do more outwards engagement work, and that's what makes Hillel really special, is that there's a place for everyone to show pride in whichever type of way they're comfortable with.
Greatest response to anti-Semitism, the greatest response to Jewish hatred is Jewish life, is more Semitism. It's more Jewish life, more vitality. And I think students were looking for something meaningful. When they lost all of their friends, because they could no longer be friends with those people because they saw what they were posting, they realized that they needed that sense of community. They needed that sense of belonging. Who can they turn to and go to for meaning and purpose and hope? And that's exactly where we were, and that's where we stood, and that's what we were very proud to do.
Hillel has definitely really changed my university experience. It's given me the confidence and the courage to stand up and go to campus and be who I am.
Pre-October 7th, it was just a place where I went to do work and have fun. But then after October 7th, I knew that I needed to be a part of the team and I needed to help others. It was just this drive in me that said, this is what you have to be doing now.
I'm really, really proud of our students that even in a climate like this, still they show up and still they say proudly, I am Jewish. And that gives me a lot of inspiration. And I really was honored to stand by their side.
If we weren't here, I really do think that there would be a void for many Jewish students on campus who can't find their place.
We're all after the exact same objective, to make sure that our community are in a position to thrive.
We look to engage more Jewish students than ever before. We look to create strong and proud Jewish leaders.
By consistently learning from experiences and challenges on campus over the last 20 years, we've simply become better over time, continually.
What we've done in 10 years is incredible, but it's only just the beginning.
Hillel was definitely a huge part of my university experience.
If I didn't have Hillel, I wouldn't have been able to form the connections that I have.
I know that whenever I go into the lounge or I go to a Shabbat dinner or an event, it's always such a safe space. Even if I'm sitting at a table with people who I've never met before, I know I'm going to make new friends there. It's just that type of place.
You're not going to find anything else like that on campus.
It's the kind of stuff that you'll never forget.
Really, I don't understand how Jewish students get through university without Hillel.
I definitely wouldn't be where I am today or speaking to you without Hillel.
If I could describe Hillel Ontario in one word, I would say empowering.
Mishpacha. Experiential.
Inspiring.
Necessary.
Embracing.
Instrumental.
Community. Comfortable.
Dedication.
Vibrant.
Awesome.
Memorable.
Joy.
Hillel Ontario is everything.